Well, Canada's gone and got itself into some shit, hasn't it? And what are we going to do about it? We're going to do the same thing we always do, guys. Click on this thumbnail, come listen to me complain about it, and see if you agree. Jagmeet Singh comes out of the woodwork, everybody, to show everybody that he's the real big tough guy. Okay? Come on in. I'm talking about Jagmeet Singh. Good morning, everybody in Canada, and I woke up to that guy crawling out of the woodwork over in socialist land to, I don't know, he's just talking about Pierre again and Trump again. But then again, is that not Canadian news the past 2 months? Donald Trump and Pierre not getting a security clearance. That's what we're still talking about. We're not going to talk about the leadership race because we're not allowed to look into that or see what's going on in it. We're just going to go to the polls and vote for a Liberal leader on the day, and we don't know any information about whoever's joining except that they're all globalists and they all want Canada to die. Okay? So, first and foremost, okay, I got you, Jagmeet Singh, talking about the public inquiry. Did you get the public inquiry? I didn't want to watch it. I didn't care much about the public inquiry before it came out. It was exactly what we all knew it was going to be. She's just on their side too. And all that came out of the whole public inquiry is that we need to crack down on Twitter. Okay, here's Jagmeet Singh. Congratulations, Jagmeet. Congratulations, man. You're the first party to call for this public inquiry, man. That looks so good to the public's eyes. Awesome. Not a single one of your voters ever knew there was an inquiry to begin with, okay? But you were the first one on board with Canada. Good on ya. It's funny because it's 2025, and all I'm going to say to this is the same thing that everybody's been saying for the past 5 years. Misinformation and disinformation is called dissent. It's dissenting views. It's dissenting thought. We can't have that stuff around here. We can't have peers telling people that the carbon tax isn't good. We need people thinking it is. I literally see the money in my wallet.
Concern is also exacerbated by the leader of the Conservative Party's decisions and his actions. Pierre Poilievre has accepted the endorsement of Elon Musk, someone whose platform is also one of the worst actors in a lot of ways around misinformation and disinformation. Coupled with the fact that Pierre Poilievre also wants to defund a public broadcaster, which is a source of real information, journalistic integrity, really highlights.
Did you hear what he said? Public broadcaster? There's no such thing as a public broadcaster. I think PBS is public broadcasting. And it's crowdsourced and crowdfunded and it gets money from the government. PBS. Remember we used to watch like Pappy's Playhouse or something on there? A lamb chop. Okay. News should not be public. News is public information. It's public for the taking. It's public for copyright laws, but it is certainly hell not the government. And I don't understand how people are okay with that. $1.6 billion a year? That is pathetic, dude.
A dangerous set of priorities given Justice Hoag's findings of misinformation and the need for fact checks and fact confirmation. What other things that Justice Hoag highlighted, I want to point out, is he said that all leaders, all political leaders, should get security clearance and receive information that is pertinent to their parties or to democracy in general. And that highlights the real concerns that Canadians have raised about Pierre Poilievre, the only leader of a political party that has not received.
Just so everyone's clear, he is one of the least popular people in all of Canada. In all of the Western world. There is nowhere that he goes and talks to Canadians. There's no Canadian that comes to him and complains about their life in a way that makes in a way that makes him the savior of it. Okay? They're all reaming his ass out for destroying the country. There's no Canadian he's talking to that fears fucking Pierre not getting his security clearance. Everybody knows why Pierre's not getting his security clearance. These guys are doing everything in their power to make sure he doesn't get into office, because these guys are all under arrest.
Security clearance, and so that was highlighted. And I think finally, Justice Hoag did raise concerns about sitting parliamentarians and questionable or concerning behavior. And I'll highlight, she said, of questionable ethics, and that is something in the context of foreign interference that I'm concerned by.
This whole public inquiry for foreign interference was just a way for Justin Trudeau to get more of the public on the side of censoring online speech. This had nothing to do with foreign interference. It never had anything to do with foreign interference. What happened was someone got busted, and these guys turned foreign interference into a way where they could censor online speech. Guys, you lost, man. Give up, dude. Give up. Now, this next extremely infuriating moment by this world's largest piece of crap, 18 Curics, okay? He's going to talk about supporting the Liberals.
We're going to go to global next. Question for my colleagues in Ottawa. If Trump follows through on his plan with tariffs, would you keep the Liberals in power and allow for the passage of a work relief program before supporting a non-confidence motion?
I'll just start off by...
Before he even answers that, did you guys hear? Work relief program? These guys are so stupid. Okay, it takes somebody incredibly smart to destroy $1.5 trillion country. Okay, and these guys are doing it so perfectly. It's unbelievable. Oh no, Trump's coming in. He's going to bring the tariffs. They're going to lose like 100,000 jobs. Let's just give them all money. We'll just give them all a bunch of free money, $2,000 a month. That has to be the fastest way we can deplete our money. And they're going to do this. And then by the time October gets here, we're all just going to want to be Americans. Was this the plan? Was this the plan? The whole time? Is the whole world just trying to get United States to take control of Canada? So then now Russia and China can no longer compete against the world power that is United States. At this point, how can it seem like anything different?
Yeah, the fact that I have spoken with a lot of workers who are...
He has not spoken to any workers. No one likes him.
They say, sometimes I lay awake at night saying, if that tariff goes through, do I lose my job? and what's going to happen to my kids, what's going to happen to my family. When we think about the analysis that's out there, if those Trump tariffs...
That was a complete and utter projection. He lays awake at night wondering what's going to happen if those tariffs go through, because, guys, he is not winning the next election. I can't believe it. I was thinking the Green Party, the NDP, are actually going to see a spike from the Liberals getting crushed so bad. They're all going to get crushed.
If those Trump tariffs come in place, there are hundreds and thousands of Canadian jobs at risk. Think about what that means for those workers, hundreds of thousands of workers, for their families, for those communities. This could be devastating for our country. So we do need to have a plan in place to support those that are impacted, those businesses, those workers, most importantly. I have not had any conversations with other opposition leaders. I think we need to come together to have a discussion about what is the best way forward. I've not had any discussions with the government relating to this. If there is any desire to move forward, the government should call us together, like we did during COVID, and discuss a plan that supports workers. We, as a party of working people, party...
And then he's going to go off about how EI needs to be reformed. And he's an utter fucking idiot. These people were all put here to destroy the country. Right? Were they put here by the Americans is the thing, or were they put here by the Europeans? Okay? But all I know is that these guys are deliberately trying to destroy the economy. Like I said, we don't know what goes on up there. Maybe there was no future for Canada. Maybe this was the best path forward for Canada. Right? Like, we are literally just the United States' factory. Like, they need minerals and uranium and wood. Right? And we give that to them. And then in return, we get orange juice and bourbon. If you're just as angry as me at this evil socialist cunt, then hit a like and subscribe down below, guys. Because you know what? I try not to talk about this guy, but when I do, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun seeing YouTubers get animated over extremely huge idiots. Okay? So... Sorry. My country's dying, and I don't like that. So, watch me tomorrow and see if I put out a video about how our country is going to start doing better. Bye.